Coming up, Mick Scary
Pool.
versus
I love pool. I always play pool.
Robbo.
It's a great game.
Do you like pool, Ronan?
Love it.
Okay, while we're in the middle of two games, can you tell us your top 20 things about pool, Ronan?
Okay.
Please
I'm
tell
not going
us.
to tell you my top 20.
No,
things.
please. If you're going to be a commentator, you have to tell us your top 20.
Alright. Well, my
number one.
number one would have to be.
The balls?
the
You
first-
love balls, I mean.
Now, the first time I landed in the top 40, it was I made it to the top 40 of the state, and I played against this guy called Sam Crundenpeck. Right? The guy's like listening to his headphones while he plays me.
No, it wasn't.
And he plays a shot and he left me nothing, so I decided to smash into the red, and it doubled it a lot. Well, I didn't double it. I quintupled it off 5 cushions
Quintuple.
into it
A
one
quintuple.
pocket. I
Now
meant
hold
it.
on, because you got to.
Peter, I meant it. I
A
meant
double,
it.
a double, a
And
treble.
I got down and smashed the black in, and he was he cried. Tears came out of his eyes. And that's Sam Crundenpeck's his name. If you're
let's
after
jump into the game, guys. Let's get back on track.
Sam remembers that.
We've got
not got over it yet.
Mark Robertson breaking
And
against
Mark Robertson is
Scary.
taking his shoes off.
And he's not wearing shoes.
No,
You want me to bang it over?
just pass my drink to the bartender so he can take it.
There's a lot of. He's gotten. He's potted a yellow here.
And has anyone ever died on
Spotted
QBL
red as
TV
well.
is the big question. Because right now Peter Butterworth is threatening
I reckon
me,
you probably
and,
take the yellows
and just in case this
here.
turns into an Oscar Pistorius case, everyone
Take
heard that,
this yellow
right?
in the middle.
Everyone will understand you what you're doing.
Everyone will understand if. Well, hang on, everyone
He's
is
nominated
now
the reds. He's going to take this one
witness-
down the rail.
a witness if I die. And Mark Robertson once told
What a
me that
confident shot.
when you're on your bare feet,
It's a really
you can
confident shot.
feel the table.
That's a really
feel the
confident
felt.
shot. That shows the difference between the guys like Mark Robertson, who's a really confident player, and I would never have played that shot as the first shot off the break, and that's probably why he's a good player and I'm a
Yeah, but
shit player.
he was always on red, so it was a shot to nothing. It was one of those ones where he didn't really want to pot it, Peter.
Yeah,
Like if there was no pressure on the shot because he was always on reds.
Yeah.
It's different when you break and you're on yellows and you're going to go for the reds because the reds were the better option. You go for the red down the rail. Like if you don't pot it, the other player comes in and he's got control of the table.
I agree, and that's why it's so good watching these guys play. I mean, I every day of the week would have played that yellow in the middle of the table onto the left middle pocket, and that's why I'm not
It's a
not
tough,
a top player.
tough matchup here because they just know each other so well. They probably play each other maybe
A couple of times a week.
probably 50 times a day, I'd say. And you get to the stage where you know exactly what shot he's going to play, everything. And Lynchy's just broke off.
Lynchy loves pool. That's the key to this day.
That's a good statement there, Peter. I think Lynchy does like pool.
Apparently everyone loves pool.
Because, if he didn't like it, he probably wouldn't play it.
Ronan, you got some brains on you, mate. You got some brains. So, Robbo's on the reds.
And Robbo is on the reds. Good man. Yeah, he's really only got one problem ball here, Mark, and he's done well to really break it out there, but it's still a problem.
It's really hard, the fact that everyone can hear everything we're saying. Like this.
He's just hit it too much, he said.
We've had some comments about the
tough when you talk after a shot and it puts people off when the white's already been hit. It's a good recovery
played an
shot
excellent
there,
shot.
but he didn't really want to pot that, I'd say. So now he's got, he's either got to try and take a tough cut to the middle,
It's pretty much the only shot that he's got at the
play
moment.
safety here. It's a great
Played
shot.
well.
Got control of the white ball now again. So wants to pot this with a bit of screw the white across the table. He's looking at 1-0. It's a bit straight on this.
He's played that well. Come on and off the rail. We'll just drop the black in. Nice clearance. So Mark Robertson 1-0 up against Michael Skerry.
And for those of you who don't realise that Sam Crondon-Peck has replaced Peter Pezzamenti in the commentary booth.
He's had a pretty big break there.
It's a dry break.
No,
I
he's
think,
dropped
is it?
to yellow.
Oh, he's dropped a yellow, it's good.
He's put a red and yellow together on the side
It's
round
quite
the
important.
score. And he did the score.
I think in this match it's really important for Michael to break well.
He had some pretty massive breaks against me. Dropped 4, 2 of each on one of the breaks.
I
Got 3 on
think
another.
he doesn't want to give Robbo that advantage if he has any dry breaks. And, you know, if he's breaking well, it's going to give him his best opportunity at
And he has such a big break
getting the
that
win.
if he doesn't drop anything on his break, then Robbo's got a good chance of going out.
He's got a chance to kind of break this yellow. His only problem yellow white really here. You could pot this one into the top left and screw the whole way back and hit the red.
I think he's got a bit too much angle for that. No, he's taking the reds.
Just come up a little bit short there. You know, if I'm looking at this match, I always see Robbo as a bit of a dragon. And
I
scary.
was just scared to be a bit of the bear there.
You always thought it was a bear.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Who would win between a dragon and a bear?
I guess that's what we're here to find out. Robbo's already taken a lead of 1-0.
It's 1-0, and that our score is slightly wrong. We're absolutely lost with Dan Lynch. Dan Lynch would never be able to make a final because Cue Ball TV is lost without him. And Sam, I don't think you should play with those things in case we end up cutting out this thing altogether. And we figured it out. Dan, unless you're out of a job. Sam Crondon-Peck is here to take over SCP.
Dan Lynch might also be out of this frame on the other table.
Glenn's got a pot in the black to go 1-0 up. And you know, you look at the start of this tournament and you thought, yeah, scary Robbo, possibly Glenn Ferris, but Dan Lynch has done so well to get this far.
He's taken some good wins to get here.
Yeah, knocked out Butters in the first round.
Yeah, Butters is a tough one to.
Gavin Roberts, the Welsh magician.
Yeah.
It's a good try. It's still the same problem from both players here in this game. That those two, the red and the yellow, join together. Mick is looking at it now.
Scary's got a bit of an advantage with the positioning of his balls, but they've both got some pretty tricky ones.
Can't believe Glenn just missed that shot. Good start for Lynchy here. He's landed a bit awkward and that. I think he can play still in the middle.
I think they're just discussing if that was a fair shot or not. I think Scary's not sure if he hit the yellow first time.
It's a tough one too, isn't it, when you're housemates? It's like, is that a fair shot? Are you cooking dinner tonight? Can't believe you snored so loud last night.
I think they're just calling it just a single shot. Too close to call. Robert's got a pretty tricky clearance here. He'll probably be taking
I always
a tough one on the top rail.
I always struggle to see what he's thinking. I wonder, like for me, that ball in the middle of the table on the bottom rails. Seeing right now, he's looking at moving it now.
Yeah, coming into the red and the yellow.
That's
Got
a great
directly
shot.
into the yellow.
It's a great shot.
He's actually a little bit unlucky to drop it
Unlucky
there.
to pot it.
But he has tied up that other red. I think he'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, even this ball pot, which I'm not sure he can. I think he can get through the pot angle, but it's really difficult to get on the ball on the top rail.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he'll try and roll it over the pocket. Yeah, looks like he's playing that.
The Ferris wheel is a bit pissed, I think, at the minute. He's had one Chardonnay too many.
He's on the other table. He's struggling to see if the black's on.
He loves the Chardonnay.
Glenn Ferris has gone 1-0 up. Bit of a long battle. Missed a cut to the centre and then was snookered to death, but managed to get out with the win. Robert's played an interesting shot there. He's tried to leave Scary without any starter. He's brought out both of his balls. Scary might be looking at playing rail first, but I'm not sure if he can get through to the plant. Yep. He's just played a good safety. to get out of this, not playing deliberate foul. Hope to at least leave a decent bit of separation. Yeah, he's played a good shot. So again, it's a difficult starter for Scary, although he can cut this. Yeah, he can cut this right into the centre, but he'll be losing the white ball a bit. Probably take the one over the pocket again, and the one along the rail, one to the centre, finish on the black and the opposite centre. That's a good shot by Scary there.
Back from the toilet, Mr. Condon Peck. And
So he looks like he's going to screw this back.
Michael Scary's in a good position to go
Moment.
to level the matchup. I think. In this situation, for Michael in this situation, he's better playing Mark over a shorter race because they've got a bit of a psychological edge over each other from playing every day.
Yeah,
Maybe the shorter race is going to suit Michael.
makes it a bit tighter.
Sam, are you looking forward to the Interleague day tomorrow?
Yeah, we've got a big day coming up. I'm playing for MMPL. You'll be for SEPL.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm split. My heart is split because I play with both leagues.
yeah.
I love them both
Yep.
with my heart.
Would have been good to have you on the MMPL team, but
One day I'll be good enough for that team.
yeah, well, you'll make the cut one day. Yeah. No, it
I
would
think
have
I
been.
I think I finished 6th in the stats last year. I still didn't make the team.
I have nothing to do with the selection, so
It's a
can't
mystery.
comment.
It's a mystery how they make it.
Yeah, I think it's names in a hat. It explains how I'm on it.
That's not true. You're amazing. As Bruno Mars would say. Just the way you are. It's a good shot there with Mike. Just looking at getting an angle to get up for the one from the middle.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of work to do with the one in the centre of the balk area.
You gotta think the yellows are very nice right here.
Yeah, he's just left himself enough angle there.
Black's gonna be difficult for the last ball here.
Yeah.
You can play it into the middle, but you need to land perfect on it.
Yeah, it's a difficult rolling shot, or we could play it long as well, but these pockets are quite tight now. Not very forgiving. That's a good shot. Ooh, unlucky.
Very unlucky there.
The only benefit of that shot is that he's actually made the black a bit more difficult, as it is likely that Robbo will get back to the table here.
Yeah.
Now he's playing the yellow onto the black, just to tie it up a bit more.
Do you think he's going to play that shot? I think he'd be more inclined to maybe just block the path of the red to the middle.
Yeah, you might not be able to make it to the rail if he does that.
And I guess if he plays this aggressively, you could move the red that's dead on the rail. You could move that.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, he's played that well.
He's just done what you've just said, Sam. And that is why you beat me every time we play against each other.
I think I've been you at least once, but I do remember that story you recalled earlier
Yeah.
when you were fresh into the country.
This is the greatest moment of my Australian career as a
Yeah.
bowler.
That brilliant quintuple.
Yeah. Wish I recorded that.
Yeah. I'd certainly put on a highlight reel somewhere. I can't even see those angles myself.
People are still scarred from the strike I did through Prince's naked.
Oh, I was unaware of that. I have minor scarring from just hearing about it.
would recollect that one.
Mm.
He was the one that encouraged it.
I imagine he would have funded it as well if it was a matter of a bet. He's played a good shot there, broken that out.
This one down the rail here could probably go in off the red, but you still think the black is...
A bit of a tricky shot.
You need 2 shots if you're going to get on the black.
Yeah, although he might try and break it out. I'm not sure which ball he'd go off though. Alternatively, he might just try and roll this over the pocket, cover the pocket, and no, he's going. Oh, there you go. He's going to stun this into the centre, counter the black. That's what he's looking at.
2-0 Glenn Ferris.
On the other table, Glenn Ferris has gone up 2-0 against Dan Lynch. And that's the other semi-final match that we've got going at the moment.
And then try to leave himself an angle.
Yeah, it's a tricky shot. The other option is to come back a little bit and cover the pocket, cover the long pocket that the black goes to. He's played the shot that you're looking at.
I think actually, because the one on the rail is the one that
is the trickiest one, yeah, aside from the black.
That's what the one he's looking at.
He's played it nicely. There's always a danger with those of sending the red away from the pocket a bit.
He's got 2 options now. So he can pop the one over the pocket and screw back and try to break the black out, whatever he likes better.
I think that's the most likely option because it's always nice to have another ball to transition to the black. He's missed them.
It's a good trial. Now he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I'd imagine he'd run this red ball into the corner, cover the pocket. It's the most valuable pocket for sure for Scary.
He's looking out to see if there's a black doubles.
Yeah, I'm not sure there might be enough of a gap there actually between the black and the yellow. No.
He's come up with a little bit short for the double.
Yeah.
Reverse double.
You can cut it back into the centre. Might even be looking at the double into the corner. It's a tough call.
Both with where the white might go, I think the white's going to kind of go in behind that yellow.
Yeah.
Might be worth a try.
As long as he doesn't develop the yellow on the rail for Scary. He doesn't have the legs. He had the angle just right.
Yeah, a bit harder. He had it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this yellow for Scary will go into the centre. I'd imagine he's probably going to...
Chance now of just knocking that yellow that's in the middle of the table in behind the black.
Yep, or he could play
And
the one in the centre on the top
he-
rail.
he
That
would
might
be-
be able to be cut behind the black.
he'd been delighted just to get back to the table.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like he might be able to cut this in. Be a fine cut.
You know, there's not many sites that pop me off my dinner, but Brett Dorrington grabbing his private parts is one of them. I think he's going to play snooker here.
Yeah, might just develop this one to the centre. Try and cover the black. Slightly risky shot, but... if he... yeah, he's played that well.
Bravo in all sorts of trouble here now.
Yeah, so he can't afford to give away two shots unless he...
Yeah, obviously he's got the one cushion escape and possibly cut it into the corner, into the pocket. But
he might be looking at just going off the balk rail and landing in behind the black if he can. I think it might not be able to send off the rail for that shot.
also, if he plays that shot, he's going to leave the two awkward balls for Michael.
Yep.
Go back for commentary, there's not a lot of talking.
He's going for the swerve massive shot here.
He's going for a big shot here.
This would be huge if he gets this. Huge.
Oh,
Oh my god.
he's got a snooker back.
He's actually over swerved out. If that was a full ball snooker, he's over swerved it.
As soon as he played that shot, they had a glance at each other. They realised that Mark had got a result there.
Looks like
Played a risky shot and it paid off very nicely.
he's got, I think he might have maybe not a snooker, but half ball possibly.
Well, the important thing is it wasn't a foul, so...
Michael's calling a total snooker. Must be pretty close, this one. It's very cute.
They might be looking at getting a ref's opinion for this one. Either way, really, it's going to be difficult for Scary to leave this this ball safe.
If it's a total snooker, it's quite an easy shot for Michael. But if he's not total, he's in a lot of trouble. I think he's looking at going caution for his pot in this one over the left pocket.
I think he might, if he's got the total, then he can play the shot you're saying, but not pot, and just leave it as a snooker. But he'd have to land on the top side, close to the rail, the bulk rail.
We'll find out now.
Either way, it's a tricky shot.
I think he's just left it. I think he's left the black here.
Yeah, he doesn't look pleased with that shot. It is slightly awkward queuing for Robbo, but he should get that. He's a very good queuist. Yep, it's put in nicely.
Mike will be very disappointed in that three.
So, Robbo goes up 2-1.
It's
I'd
one of those ones where I
suspect
think
that's...
you would have expected to be able to get that snooker. It's given Robbo a very easy frame there.
Yeah, getting out of the snooker wasn't so difficult, but that Robbo put him in, but making sure he didn't leave on the black was the tricky part.
Glenn Ferris has just landed plumb on his last red.
Scary's had a big break, but it's a dry one. Oh no, sorry, one yellow.
So you put the ram in the coconut, and then you did all that.
Glenn Ferris has just gone up another frame.
Yeah.
Partying it up.
Alright.
So
Had
Glenn
17
Ferris
some
is
bookers.
leading 3-0.
11
Race to
tequilas.
And 4 blowjobs by 6 different men.
I won't comment what else he did.
So Scary's taking the
But you
reds
probably
here.
heard it.
They're all looking pretty good with the exception of one down bottom right corner.
Brett Dorrington has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. This stuttering genius. Swear to God, if you ever ask Brett Dorrington to double the ball, he'll double it.
He'll miss a long pot, but he'll get a triple, double, quadruple,
Oh, if
Marcus
it's-
double,
if
whatever
it's
you want.
straight pot, he's screwed. But if you can double it, you're in trouble.
Scary's played a fantastic shot there. He's gone off the yellow,
Great shot.
opened it up. He should probably run out here.
He's still got the two balls up together there, but if he can get above them, they both go into the same pocket. It also could be a plant to the middle. Glenn Ferris and Dan Lynch having a good fun match here. Laughing to each other.
Seems to be more fun, I'd say, for Glenn Ferris. He's 3-zip up.
That would be why he's laughing.
Why you went crazy towards the
It's a dry break by Glenn, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's potted 2.
Scary's played a bad shot, to be honest, there. He wanted to come around them, I'd say, and play them back in the same pocket.
Very not like Michael there.
He's wrapping it with tight on everything. Don't even know where it is. It's a black card.
He's, I just think about where he's the last place Mark wants the ball.
Yeah.
It's something I've just learned lately from playing pool.
Yeah.
Is to start looking at how
Yep.
the pool table is. If you don't have a pot on, or you don't have a likely pot on, where do you not want to be if you're the opponent?
Exactly, where would you least like to be? Put your opponent there. He's going to try and put him in just behind this yellow on the rail here. It's a tricky shot if he misplays it, then Robbo can obviously get rid of his main tricky ball.
That's a great shot.
He's tied it up nicely.
That is a great shot there. That is
Hasn't left much.
really top shot there.
Although it does look like Robbo's probably got the angle to pot this one in the top left corner. And break out his dead one on the rail. Still a bit of a tricky shot.
Glenn Ferris is looking like he's over a finisher. He's got one last red, and the black is a little bit difficult.
If Glenn can
Play
finish on
corner and
this,
stun across and play the black in the middle. So you got a bit of traffic to get through.
yeah, it's got a tricky shot, but
He's done it. He got one foot in the final.
we'll just cut to the possible last shot of the match with Glenn Ferris and Dan Lynch here.
He's done it.
Well, got up there.
Glenn Ferris.
Yeah, good work knocking
Falls
that
in.
out. Good bloke.
And,
Well, just cut back there too.
and it's not a popular,
Robbo and Scary.
not a popular result with the crowd.
I wouldn't have beaten you down. Probably wouldn't have been for lack of trying.
Glenn Ferris is waiting the winner of Michael Scary and Mark Robertson. Not to mention how well Dan played throughout the tournament. Just tough thing to concentrate on the technology and play pool, isn't it? You got two things on your mind.
He's done well.
He's done well.
Certainly done well getting through the semi-finals.
Don't think I could do it, concentrate on two things at once.
I can't think of concentrate on one thing at once.
Once I tried to iron and listen to music, find myself just ironing my face.
And burning your house down.
In fact, the fire brigade have recommended I don't do it again.
A menace to the public.
Yeah, like 4 weeks or something. Oh yeah, yeah. You always talk about you go back to Ireland. Oh, I've just figured out you're Irish.
Peter Pesmendi has just discovered Glenn Ferris is Irish. Play on the same team on a Tuesday night every week.
It's a difficult thing.
You got to start wondering, do the people at Kraft or Cadbury, or I think he's a project manager there. Are they employing the right people?
I'm sure this will come up in his performance review.
He's our friend, remember?
And I don't want him to get fired, but maybe just lose position. Demoted.
Hey, just you did Mr. Richard's primary school teacher. Oh yeah, you said you might remember it yourself.
What are you thinking, Sam?
Not sure what Score's going to try and do
You
here.
don't even know what ball he's on, do you? Me neither.
I believe Scary's on the red.
I think it's on red. Good shot.
Just trying to tie things up a little bit there. He's left the black on though, but black and the yellow I should say.
So Mark, all of his balls are okay. He's got one ball on the bottom rail.
Yep.
And he's got to leave himself a good angle when he's potting the one below the black.
Yep. It's going to be a tricky one to break that out and be able to pot it after.
points is all about cleaning up these top 3 balls and then landing in the right position to break out the bottom yellow.
I think you'll probably want to be on the yellow up the top of the table to get back onto the yellow near the black. Although he might leave an angle on the yellow to the centre to do that.
I think you'll take the one straight. It's pretty much a straight pot to the middle.
Yep.
Then take the one to the corner.
Yep. And then play the one pretty much in the middle of the ball carrier. Oh, he's playing that one first.
No.
No confidence.
That was played a great shot there.
That was a top shot.
Good,
That's
good
the
angle.
difference
but,
between me and Mark Robertson. I would never have seen that shot.
and about a foot of height.
No, so it's not just me.
No, it's not just you. He's been a bit unlucky on that shot though. He's looking at the plant to the centre there.
It's not an exact plant. I'm just looking at it from off the table here. I think the
Yeah.
black.
It is there, but it has to be made. The other thing he's looking at is if he plays that plant.
Possible.
Yeah, if he plays that plant, he's probably sending the yellow to the red, possibly killing both. But he might be able to play it just enough to send the yellow over the pocket.
Here, I'll tell you a funny story, Stevie. Stevie.
Let me go. Yeah.
Oh, he's played that
It's a top
fantastically.
shot. What a top shot that is.
Set the yellow on, left himself up nicely. And if it had have jawed, he would have been reasonably safe as well.
It's a great shot.
Although that red might have cut back.
He's looking at it. He's got a huge chance to go 3-1 up.
Yeah, that's a fantastic lead to have against Scary. He's not happy with the result of that though.
I would have expected Mark to actually screw that back.
Yeah, I would have picked that as well. He might have to go 2 rails up into the balk area.
He doesn't want to run away too far here, also he can't. He's
Ah, you can just
at
go-
an angle.
Yeah, you can just go up. He's played that nicely. He's just going to stun into the red off the yellow.
And
Probably
play
hold
back
for the
in middle.
black to the middle. Has to make sure he doesn't get the red interfering with the black ball though.
If he double kisses it, actually the black, looking at the table, the black goes into the corner too.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be playing for that. I would imagine he'll try and hold to the centre. Oh, he's missed the pot.
It's not ideal, but there's no damage done. He's giving Michael a shot.
I would expect Scary to snooker him here. He's just looking at the angle to block the up and down, straight up and
He's
down.
got to use the black wisely here and try to block the natural angle.
Yep. But you also don't want to send your red too much to the dead rail. He's played a good shot there. He's used the red to block the path to the yellow there.
I think the red blocks his flight label.
The only real way Robbo can get through to this is up and down the table, but with a bit of side off the top rail. I have to play a bit of right hand side to widen up the angle.
Straight up with the right hand side, or else straight up near the pocket with a bit of left hand side.
Yep. He might be looking to just play a deliberate foul. He might just be sending the white away
The
from the
smart
red.
shot would be the deliberate fight, because
roll the white onto the red, I'd say. Scary has to waste his first shot. Yep, he's played that well. Scary's got no real option but to send his red a little bit closer to the yellow, which is obviously not what he wants to do.
It's interesting what Michael's going to do here because obviously it's the same option to do the same thing again here, but it's exactly where Mark left him. So
Yeah, he's probably
is
looking
there
at...
any option? I know he's got that ball there, so I guess he can get it out and still leaves the block, use the black to stop the easy path.
Yep, he's going to...
Gets one ball out there.
Yeah, he's looking at leaving the white roughly where that red is now, a little bit further across behind the black. Yep. Oh, he didn't want to pot that. No, that's a good shot.
It's a good choice, right?
Makes it tougher for Mark to play the same shot. Although I'd suspect he'd probably be looking at rolling in maybe tight behind that red on the bottom rail with the yellow.
Yeah, and you know something. Slowly, Michael is slowly going favourite in this room.
Still got a lot of work ahead of him, but
He's going to go for the swerve again. If he swerves at anything like he did the last swerve
yeah,
shot,
you can certainly do this. And
he's probably going to swerve and hit the cushion before he hits the yellow.
yeah, I know these guys play their shots quite frequently, just to practice them, but it's still a tough shot and not guaranteed position. Easy to follow the yellow in.
I think to try the swerve shot he's looking at, he'd have a better chance of playing it off the top rail with a bit of right hand side. Swerving a whole wall.
Yeah, you think so. Yeah, and might be what he's looking at playing now. As long as he plays with enough pace to get up and down and run away if he misses it. He's played that very
That's
nicely.
a shot, that is.
And
That is a
yeah,
top shot.
fantastic shot.
Top shot.
And then plumb on the black.
Plum on the black. Give me even plumber.
Scary's crept up behind Mark there and tapped him on the back arm to concede.
That's good bit of,
Scared roughly the life out of Mark there.
it's a nice bit of friendly play between the two guys, two best mates. It's good to see that it's still only a game.
Yep. So Robbo takes the lead there, 3-1 against Scary, and Robbo's hit a break. They're both very, very capable of potting out off the break, so obviously that'll be the way Robbo wants to go.
The tables haven't been breaking very well today. Well, I found it, and not just me. I've watched a few games already, but then this will tell me whether I'm breaking right or not wrong.
Yep. No, Robbo's got a pretty good break, so
I've played on that table already today, and
yeah, he hit that well. Got a lot of spread there.
and that just shows I'm an absolute idiot.
Yep, dropped a red though.
So really, with the Reds,
Red's only one tricky ball. Probably go on the left-hand side above the centre.
Yellows,
He could
and the
probably
one-
put that into the centre off the
the
yellow
one
though.
on the right is kind of hard to get on. With the yellows, they're all pretty good except for again the one on the right.
Yeah.
So it's 6 in a dozen, really. It's 6 in one or half a dozen in the other, is that what they say?
chance here. He's got a bit of work to do here. What do you think he'll do here? He's looking at playing this red into the corner, screwing into his trouble red.
To develop his problem.
This is a big shot. He's missed the pot. It's a bit surprising from Robbo, but
Michael's still alive.
when you're playing against an opponent as good as Scary, you've got a fair bit of pressure there.
And I guess that's the same the way you want to play them, you know. Some players are amazing, and then put a bit of pressure on them, and they're not so amazing anymore. And that's the way you gotta approach every match, I guess, you know. No matter how good your opponent is, just put pressure on.
Yep, put as much pressure on as you can. Yeah. I think Scary's probably going to play the. Yeah, he's played a pretty good shot there. Hasn't quite got the snooker though. He's killed the black, which is a pretty big result.
Ferris patiently waiting on winning this match. It's a good shot there by Mark, developing the block.
Yep. Mark's definitely looking favourite in this frame, but he's still, I'm not sure, looking from here at the table, it looks like that red might actually cut into the centre, the red on the right hand side near the yellow.
Unless this is a part. It's obviously because Scary is on yellows, I thought he was on reds.
I think he's probably going to be just playing a safety here. Oh, he might be breaking this out. Yep, he's played that well. Hasn't quite got the result though. They do both, well, the inside one pots now. He might just try and double this yellow back and sit it on the black. Depends on how adventurous he's feeling, really. It looks like he's contacted that thick. I'm not sure. He might be looking at might be thinking that was a kick. I'm not sure. He obviously wanted to put that yellow in behind. Not too pleased with that. You'd expect Robert to clear out with two here.
It's a great chance to see this match right now.
Yep.
And,
it's always nice to start with two. Gives you a little bit of extra confidence when you're clearing up.
play going Ferris in the final. Let Ferris win. That's a good start.
He's really punched that one in. He probably could have got away with just stunning it.
Just loosen up the overall a bit, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's going to be queuing those straight pretty much every day, so it doesn't really matter the pace you play it, as long as it's straight.
Someone's got to teach me that. This is the money shot now, because if he pots this,
You'd back him to clear
it's
out
game
more.
over.
Yep.
If he misses it,
Might be a bit tricky.
there's a glimmer of hope for Michael.
The black is still a little bit awkward because he has to get top side of it. unless he can play it across past the two yellows in the top left corner. He looks like he might be trying to hold and double that red back. Yeah, that looks like the shot he's playing. Oof. That shot was hit about as nicely as you can hit them. Just shows just how tight these pockets are.
Down the rails is very tough to pull.
Yeah, especially once the cloth's worn out a little bit, the balls don't slip in so easily. It gets a little bit grippier in the pockets. They'll be disappointed not to have the 2 here, especially leaving that red on the bottom rail.
All of a sudden, Michael Scary's thinking, maybe you know the chance.
Yeah, when you're sitting down there watching your opponent at the table, you're hoping that they're going to miss. As bad as it sounds, you are hoping that they're going to give it their 2, just put that little extra bit of pressure on them.
Oh yeah, you're hoping that he just does the worst thing possible. I've often done it against you, Sam. Please pot the white. Please pot the white.
I've often potted the white against you, I'm sure. He's played an okay shot there. In behind that, he's just looking at the angle to roll this in, and then he'll have to take the black, which is a little bit more difficult than he would have liked. But he'll be looking at taking the black into the top left-hand corner.
He's definitely going to have to take it there because it's impossible to get over red. Last red and get on it.
Yep. These pockets are quite tight. There's no way he can get the run on them. Still a tricky shot. He's pretty much tight on the rail here. He's played it well.
So, Mark Robertson 1 frame away from 1 shot away.
Yeah.
From making the final of the Weaver 8-ball Memorial Tournament.
This is the big shot. He's played it well.
Great shot, and it's
Well played.
very well played. 4-1 to Mark Robertson.
Robbo gets through 4-1. Getting scary.
So we have Mark Robertson versus Glenn Ferris in the final of the Whaley 8-ball Classic Memorial Tournament.
There'll be a short break, as I imagine Robbo has a break.
That's probably a knock on the TV too. Right, you know it's a good deal.
So we'll just be taking a short break now until the finals get ready.
I think they might be changing tables as well, I'm not sure yet.
Table needs to be brushed down. Mark's putting his shoes back on again, which is important.
Yep. Now the tables have slowed down quite a bit, so we might give them an iron as well.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's my cue. Above a shadow.
I think it was the one where, remember, and you played the snooker in the middle, and then he overscrewed it, like overmassed it, and then he got a bit lucky, like to snooker you, like, that was a bit unfortunate. Yeah, well, they had the option to try and knock the yellow in behind the black, but there's a chance that you're going to still leave the black on too, like. It's hard to say.
Yeah. If it was that way, if it was just over another meal, what I was trying to do was to come off the first yellow and then come off the cushion and land back on the second yellow. But I had to play around the both years. So if the white was just over it, fair enough, then that was shot. Playing on safety. Millimetre to the right or anywhere else on the table.
It's a bit unfortunate. And that was a big game changer too. That frame like. The fact that you overmass it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was a full ball snooker like.
Well, normally with them, if anything, you don't give it enough.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give it a little bit more.
I always do it. The exact same.
So that was going to go 2-1 up. And if I had total snookered him, he could come off the cushion and hit the yellow, snooker me back. But it was like a fraction. It was like a fraction.
Where's that? Oh, who sent that? Who sent that?
That was just nice how it worked.
But I mean, there's so many things behind. I mean, you played the short well to get the yellow.
I felt it. Like, there was a couple of things I could have done, but most likely on the next shot I would have been equally as fucked, but he would have had one dead yellow instead of two. So even if I didn't hit it, he still had two dead reds, and it was still a little bit funny.
Yeah, I think you probably took the right time as well.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it just gets to the point where you just...
Because the next one you want to do something with the red there and black.
That's it, yeah. And only one dead red.
Yeah. Oh, I did wrong. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Chip on the yellow and run it behind the suggesting.
I wasn't here by then. Just FYI, I wasn't there then.
No, maybe you were standing, maybe you were talking to someone else, but it was definitely
Scary, do you want to take over?
I don't mind, you can do it. If one of you want to do it,
Very drunk, like,
I'll jump on with you.
I might
so
you sure?
Yeah.
no, it's cool.
That's all right.
This is live streaming anyway, so.
Huh?
This is still live streaming. Commentary on. That's this is actually
Is it race? I think it's live. Alright, the final started. It's Robbo against Glenn Ferris. And how are you, Sam? How was your day today?
I was reasonably pleased with the day. I've certainly enjoyed it. There's been
Yep.
some good games played. Obviously went out in the quarters to you 4-2. It was a good match.
Yep.
Um,
It was a good match, yeah.
and then although you lost 4-1 to Robert, it was probably a closer match than the scores would indicate.
Yeah, I had him in trouble in a few of those frames, and he played some pretty big shots to get out of it. But that I'm happy with that. That's fine. If
Yeah.
your opponent has to play well to beat you, then you've done a good job, I think.
Yeah. Ronan and I were saying in commentary that you certainly all that you can really hope for in some of those situations is to put the pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, that's it.
And he certainly did that, and Robbo came out with some huge shots to go up. Had probably a little bit more of the run of the balls than you did. He played a nice masse shot and snookered you behind the black
Yeah.
in one frame, then you got a bit of a kick, sending you in off in the
Yeah.
last frame, which gave him 2 to clear up. But yeah, he certainly played very well. He's played well throughout the day.
Yeah, he pretty much always plays well.
Yeah.
Even his bad game is quite good as well. So
Yeah. That's definitely the difference between you guys and some of the less experienced players. Your games, when you're playing badly, you're still playing very well. I think he's got position on this red below the black to get up to the last 3.
Yeah, he just wants to drift up here. It's still a bit tricky because the yellow in the centre pocket. He wants to sort of possibly drift that way. I don't know whether he can come straight up the table because the black's in the way.
Yeah.
But he might even come off 2 rails at the top and come back down.
Yeah, come in between them. I think he's looking like he might just go straight up the middle.
And he's drifted up. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yep, looks like he can take one to the right top corner. We've had the scoreboard updated. It's now showing that it's a race to 5,
Yeah.
which is accurate.
Yeah. It's been a good comp all day. One has done a good job.
Yep. It's been run, well. There's been a little bit of downtime between games.
Yeah, but you get that in most comps.
Yep, it's not been
But-
too bad, and it's
Yeah.
it's been pretty consistent throughout. You'll be off for half an hour and maybe an hour.
Yeah.
It's not like 3 hours and then 5 minutes in between the next match.
I was actually quite impressed with your game. I haven't seen much of you play, but you seem to sort of play quite steady. You don't bash around balls and hope for the best. You sort of, everything's sort of calculated and sort of risk-free. And it's actually really good to watch too.
Oh, thank you.
So you keep that up, and you'll be out here playing in finals and winning things in no time.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Robert's done well there to clear out. Robert takes the lead 1-0 against Glenn Ferris.
Yeah, I think Glenn had a big money match too up in South Australia with it was Vic versus SA. I think it was
okay.
Brenton, Della and Ricky Emery, yeah, versus Jake Ben Noonan and Glenn Ferris.
Yeah, that's
I
right,
think
yeah.
for 1,000 each.
Yeah.
And I think Glenn was going to go, or was 5-0 down against Brenton and come back and beat him 7-6.
Yeah, I heard that he had a very big result to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite awesome to be able to do something like that, you know.
Yeah, he's a very solid player.
Very good player.
Yeah, when he's on, he can certainly produce some fantastic shots.
Talking about being late, come on.
You're gonna get in?
Colby's just rocked up.
I'm a late entry.
Just missed out on the second round buybacks.
That's it. So I think there's a chance here for Yellows
to clear
from
out.
up to go 2-0 up here.
Yeah. Be looking to take this, the one up in the balk area first.
Yeah, and sort of drift down. He sort of wants to drift sort of down the middle of the table. He might even
Give himself
possibly
a few options.
Yeah, if he's dead straight on the ball that he's going for now, he might even take it.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't look like that ball passes the. Doesn't look like that yellow passes the centre pocket.
Alright, so I didn't see what happened. He must have taken that yellow.
Yep. It's a little bit of distraction in the audience.
So the reason why he just took that ball before and is back where he is now, I feel that he's got better position now on this yellow.
Yep.
He might not have had the right position to begin with, so that's why he took the one in the centre and come back. But he looks like he's out of position again.
Yep.
She might even take the ball in the yellow, the yellow in the middle of the table in the corner again.
Yeah, if it passes, I'm not sure that it looks like he's down on the shot pretty quickly, so it looks like it does.
I think he might be taking the centre.
Yeah. No, he's overcut that.
It's amazing when you fall out of position, the snowball effect, how quickly it happens.
Yep.
You're out of position by a few inches, and all of a sudden you're out of position by half a foot, and then all of a sudden you're basically snookered. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, taking one shot, running out of position a little bit. Yeah, you certainly need to keep him in that position. Glenn's missed a pretty tricky shot up into the corner, but as we've said all day, it's quite tricky to pot into these corners. But the fortunate thing is it looks like he's left a plant on with those two reds in the corner.
I'm just going to try and roll this yellow down the bottom left.
Yeah, take the black pocket.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
he's taken
he'd be
that quite
happy.
nicely.
Yeah. He actually wanted that to drop.
Yeah, he was in a good position to take this, the yellow on the right hand side past the red. But he won't be too disappointed with having that covered.
Well, it gives Glenn the chance now to sort of work himself into the frame.
Yep. Do you think Glenn will be playing the snooker here, or
Yeah,
pot
no,
and then
well,
a snooker?
possibly, but I'd almost be tempted just to maybe even roll the yellow in over the pocket in a way, because these tables are quite tight, and I don't know how easy that black is down the rail.
Yep. That shot's worked it
He's
quite well, it
actually,
looks.
it has worked out well because he's covered the yellow down the bottom right now.
I think he was going for that direct.
Yeah.
Didn't want to hit the red on the bottom rail.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a bad shot. But Mark can now play the yellow onto the yellow.
Yep.
And
Try
then
and hold that pocket.
And then, well, he wants this first yellow to hold over the pocket. Then he can play the double with
Yep.
the other yellow across the table. I assume that's all on, but
Yeah, that yellow will definitely pass the black to the corner. Whether he can get down far enough, he might have to play the yellow double to the corner rather than to the centre.
yeah. I mean, he can just come on the cushion, knock the yellow out if he wanted to, but he has got the black covered. But it gives Glenn the chance to, have a shot at the frame.
Yeah.
It's missed.
Yeah. He won't be pleased with that. It makes that yellow a little bit tricky. He can still get through to it past the black. But still taking it on that way gives you the chance to go out. If that had have landed fine, then
Yeah, that's
he
right.
would have been able to double the yellow across.
So Glenn's got a chance now to actually even now screw back and try and knock the black out, or even pot out and then come down, drift down for the black for a double.
It's a risky out, but it's certainly there, yeah.
Well, you're behind in the frame anyway,
Yep.
so Mark should have possibly gone out his last two visits.
He's played a great shot
It's a
there.
very good shot. Now Glenn's given himself the chance to win.
Yep. Yeah, in these situations, sometimes you have to sort of consider that you should have probably lost the
Yeah.
frame already.
He's got two options here. I wouldn't be actually touching this ball. That ball in the centre, that's the ball to go on the black, or you can leave the bottom right red, which he has, to get onto the black, but you need angle. So, pretty sure he's got a plan.
It looks like we can take these two up in the top corner.
Yeah, he wants to take these two up now, but he wants to land sort of on the left side of the table, so he can play the red in the bottom right and then drift across the table.
Yeah, and play the black into the same pocket as
That's
his last
right.
red.
That's right. So he needed to make sure about that one shot.
He needed angle, but it looks like he's a bit too thin here.
Well, he needed to be obviously another foot down the table there. And I'll tell you a big difference there. As you see Mark playing the game, he doesn't rush from one shot to the next like that, where other players do, and that's where they come undone.
Yep.
If Glenn had just obviously taken his time, he's actually played a good shot there.
Yeah, he's played that very nicely.
If Glenn had taken his time on the easy ball, then the next shot would have been just as easy.
And that's what you're talking about before with the snowballing effect of
That's right.
losing position.
So now he's out of position a little bit, but he should still be right. He's got enough angle.
Yeah, he's recovered very well from slightly.
Just don't want to nudge the black.
Yeah, he's
That's a
played that
very good
nicely.
shot. Very good shot.
He recovered very well from losing position a bit
Yeah, that's
earlier.
right.
This should tie the frame. Tie the match.
And 1-1. It's a good frame, or good recovery. Good steal, more like it.
So Glenn is now one frame against Robbo on one frame as well. And it's Glenn to break. It's probably a bit unusual for Mark to miss that shot down the rail. The plant of the yellow and onto the yellow past the black. Wouldn't normally expect him to miss that shot, but
Yeah, a lot of factors can come into something like that. Playing all day, the table rolls off a little bit here and there. But yeah, I mean, not exactly sure what happened there, but only he knows.
yeah, most of the players have been here for nearly 11 hours now, so
Yeah, it's
we're
been
actually
a long
over
day.
11 hours, so
It's been a long day.
a bit of fatigue can come into play. He did do quite well in the raffle, as you can see. He's
Yeah,
checking out his prizes he's won there.
that's it.
He bought 4 tickets, won 2 prizes.
Glenn with a big break there.
White
So-
ball's just come to a stop there, spinning through quite a bit.
What are we looking at here? Red balls.
Yeah, if you can start on that red just past the yellow, then yeah, I'd say that's the way to go. The 2 yellows down the side rail are a little bit tricky.
Well, if he was going to go yellows, which aren't bad as well, the 2 yellows on the left can plant down
Yep.
Plum or Cannon.
The reds are a little bit, the two reds near the black are a little bit tricky to get on. You have to make sure you get in good position on those to
Yeah.
hold.
I'd probably go yellows here.
Yeah.
Yellows do look. Reds did look like they were the balls, but I'll
Yep.
say yellows. So he's come straight across the table to open that up, and he's done a good job.
You've broken out his tricky ball early on. Both of these players play a good aggressive style of the game, which is makes the games go pretty quickly.
And Glenn, when he's up and going, he's very good. He's just gone a bit far there, and he's taking his eye off it.
It's actually missed the pot, yeah. A little bit of unwanted support from one of Glenn's friends there.
Yeah, telling me he played a good shot.
Sometimes that can put you off, sometimes it can be just a thing to get you back on it.
Yeah, it won't affect Glenn. It's all a bit of fun. Quite a big bloke too, so.
Certainly in comparison to who came up with the comment there. Ronin's not known for his size.
So, I think Mark could be looking at playing a safety here. I think maybe just coming off the red, unless he's playing the red in the top left-hand corner.
Looks like he might be going, yeah. That's it. Oh, that was right on line. That was a very good shot. I was saying earlier to Ronan that the table seemed to have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, they
towards the
are
end of
quite
the day.
slow, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a little while since they've been ironed, I think. Been played on all day.
They're still not bad tables though.
Yeah.
Quite good tables.
Quite tight, but they've
Yeah,
run,
they are
run
very
pretty well.
tight. Once again, you can see how it's sort of pulled up.
Yep. There's a little bit of wear on these tables as well, so it pulls up a little bit close to the pockets.
Now, I don't think that yellow covered the pocket, so Mark
That-
might be able to play the red in past that yellow, and then possibly play the other red
To the
towards the
centre.
middle left centre, yeah. But he's still got a little bit of work to do.
His trickiest ball at the moment, assuming this one passes, is the. It's a good shot. Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
quite have the angle here.
He didn't want to be hampered down. He's actually a little bit annoyed about that.
Running a bit too far on that. His trickiest ball at the moment, though, is the one on the top at the top of the table, next to the yellow.
It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't actually take this ball now. I know he's a bit angry, but
Yeah.
once he has a bit of a look around the table, he might even be able to play the ball over the pocket.
Or even play the plant onto it.
Yeah. If this goes in, he's a good chance to win the frame from here.
Yeah. Oh, he's played a great shot there.
Yeah. He was lining that up before. That
Yeah.
was a good shot. Now he can possibly take this the middle of the three reds on the left, and then sort of where the cue is now. That's where the white ball's going to hit the cushion, and then come around the back of that red, or
Or
he
even
might even
come
go into
into
the
it,
red.
yeah.
Yeah. But if he goes in the red, he needs to go into it quite hard to push it down the table. And I would probably prefer to land behind it.
Yeah, and play it back.
Because,
Play
yeah.
it plant rather than leave it to chance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
When you start cannoning into balls and sending them all over the table,
That's
you're
right.
relying a little bit on luck there. He's played that very well.
He's tried to do that, and he hasn't come
quite
on
run
far
far enough. Yeah.
good recovery shot here
Yep.
is
He
needed.
can just play the plant, and he's going to try and hold this red the white ball through as much as he can. Oh, he's played a double behind the yellow.
No, I didn't even
that's
see that.
fantastic.
That's, yeah, very good shot. Had quite a big pocket there too.
Yep. Just wants to drift down.
That's it. And you
Bit
can
past
see he
the
left
centre.
himself angle, so he can just roll the red in, and then the white comes down the table
Yep.
and lands fat on the black. Or hopefully land fat on the black.
Yep. Pretty much a natural angle.
Doesn't want to snook himself behind that yellow.
Yep.
Pretty much just come down about 2 feet, and then back your potting. You should just knock the black
Yep.
in. You don't want to try and come down land fat on it because you could snook yourself.
Yep.
And he's done exactly that.
You'd back him.
He did want to be a little bit closer, maybe another half a foot.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, when you're one of the best potters in Australia, then you don't mind these ones. After that comment, I was hoping that went in.
Wiped its feet, but it got in there in the end. Rubber goes up 2-1. Play that shot well, actually. There's the danger of letting the white ball run towards the centre pocket, but he played with a lot of bottom there.
Yeah,
Screwed
a lot of
closer to
drag.
the rail. Yeah.
Yeah, you never want to sort of just roll those blacks in. You always want to just play like he did with a bit of drag, or even just stun them in.
Yep.
I know you're playing it harder, but there's no chance there of the table rolling off, or or any
Little
other
bit
elements come into
deviation,
play. Yeah, that's right. So just get down and knock them in. If you miss them, then you deserve to lose a frame anyway.
Yep.
So if you just get down and knock them in, you're probably going to get them, 99 out of 100.
Yep. Yeah.
But
if
you roll them, then all of a sudden,
You're letting in other elements.
that's right. Yeah.
Good snap.
Quite a big break there.
A lot of movement on that. He's got a red down.
Yeah, just looking at yellows.
Yeah.
Both balls aren't bad here. You might even, if you're going reds, you could even take the top red and then sort of drift down into that yellow on the right hand side of the table. But I'm not sure if those yellows near the black, if they all go. I'm tipping the bottom one does, but
Yeah,
the
the
top
one
one's
above
dead.
it, yeah, I think he's dead. I don't think it goes to the centre pocket. I think he's looking at reds here.
Yeah, I'd probably favour the reds. I'd
Yeah.
mind the reds.
The reds are all there. The only thing he has to do is get the black out.
Yeah.
But there's 3 balls down this end of the table with the black, so there's a
Yeah.
good chance to count him.
Well, I think the black might go. He had a quick look at it right at the start, so there's-
Might be enough of a gap into the
that's
bottom
right.
left corner.
There's a chance that the black might go. And that hasn't worked out.
And he's snookered on the red on the right hand rail.
So
There might be a gap to the one to the
Yeah.
left corner pocket.
he might take the long one down the bottom left hand of the table, or you might even see him now play a safety. And the safety, he can actually play the middle of the bottom reds and then come up behind the bottom right red if he wanted to.
Even if he doesn't quite get it. As
Yeah,
long
if he
as
doesn't
overplay
quite get it, yeah,
Probably not much on.
that's
for,
right.
For Glenn.
So he's looking down that area, down that way now. And he's obviously thinking now whether to play a safety or whether to continue with the frame.
Yep.
Now they're all there. He's just got to play a good recovery shot now.
Yep.
So that's what he's weighing up. And if he's not weighing that up, then he's probably thinking about tomorrow and just making it look like he's thinking about something.
Taking his time.
Yeah, that's it.
Thinking about the nap that he'll have later on after this.
Now, just if you look at Glenn in the background there, like, I know this is just a Saturday comp or whatever, but at the end of the day, if Glenn was standing up there,
Yep.
with the cue in his arms, ready to get out there, I know it won't affect Mark, but even just looking positive
Yep.
can have an effect on your opponent and can have an effect with yourself as well, making you feel good as well. I mean, Glenn looks like, looks like he's looking at his nails there. Oh, God. But just looking positive
Yep.
also, might make you play positive as well.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
So he's had a go there and he's missed the red.
Glenn was pretty quick to get up on that.
Yeah.
It was a fine cut that Robbo tried there. And he came up with a very good position on the red to the left, top left-hand corner. So he might just run through on this and cannon the red and
Yeah.
the yellow and black.
He wants to play it quite hard because he doesn't want to stick on it. So he's done that.
He's played it quite well. I don't think it will. He's looking at it. It might pass that red to the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Yeah, he looks a bit disappointed with that. I think
But
he
he can-
does have angle on the one to the right-hand centre and
Yeah.
come down below and play it back into the corner, into the centre. Sorry.
If not, he can actually play or use that middle yellow to drift down for this one. But he really needs to work out what he's going to do now.
Yeah. He's looking at it. It looks like he's going to play it. He might just be playing to cover the pocket.
If this goes, he's done a Ben
yeah.
Noonan. And in that I mean like, never mind. So he's given himself a good chance here now to win the frame.
The classic Ben Noonan is looking at the shot, making your opponent think that maybe you've missed position,
That's
then
right.
getting down and smacking it in.
Explained it 100% there. So he's got a decision here whether to drift down or screw back and land on both these yellows, or even play the yellow in the centre. If he plays the yellow in the centre, he's either going to roll it in or he's going to hit it harder and come up and down the table. But whatever you do here, you need to commit to the shot and not still be in two minds. If you're in two minds here, you're going to miss it.
Yep. And that might be one of the mistakes that he does make with playing at the pace that he often plays at.
If I was
He's taking his time here. So
If I was Glenn here, I'd be playing the top yellow and sort of stunning down, trying to land in between those two yellows on the right hand side of the table. If you cannon into the first yellow, you're probably still on both. But I think this is a shot. If he gets this, he wins the frame.
Yep. Yeah, he's played
Exactly
that well.
like that. Good shot.
Perfectly played.
Got down, commit to it, knock it in. That shot was your black ball.
Yep. Yep. Perfect angle. Drift down for the black into the left-hand corner, I think. Yeah, he's played those well. Yeah, so this black ball to tie at 2-all.
Two all.
So Glenn's taking that one back to go 2 apiece. But as we were saying, one of the things that Mark's so good at is just taking his time, committing 100% to his shot before he gets down. And that's what Glenn did on those last few shots.
That's it.
from Glenn Ferris there. He's got 2 yellows down. He doesn't really have much of a start on the Reds. So.
Some tipping, Glenn did break that. It was quite a big break.
Yeah, it was a big break. Got 2 yellows down. That was his first shot.
Now, these are the outs now that you must win now to win this tournament. If Glenn doesn't make this out, I can't see him basically winning this tournament. These are the outs you must get. He's played well. He just needs to make sure now these next 4 balls. He's
played that one.
yeah.
Wanted to come on off the rail.
No, he really should have just drifted across to basically where you rack the balls. That little worn out area on the table at the bottom, that's where you wanted to be. So you can roll in basically the next 3 balls. I actually don't even know what he tried to do there. Coming on and off the cushion was ludicrous because I think it was just silly. So
it looked like he might have been trying to just come on off the rail and cut or play the yellow into the centre, but he either underran that or overran the shot that you're talking about by quite a margin.
yeah, he's a bit annoyed.
Yeah. Has a tough shot from here. He's looking at what he possibly could play. There is a cut into the top right hand corner.
He's in a bit of trouble here. I don't even know what I'd do here. I might even just try and nick the one in the centre and just hope to land on the next yellow. And Butters is saying yellow onto the yellow.
Butters is renowned for being crazy.
Yeah.
He could be going for that.
Yeah, I think he's cutting it in.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, no, he's played a good cut.
And my God, that is not bad.
That is
not bad.
Picked a very nice gap there.
So he might be able to he might be able to roll this in and hold on the red.
Just cannon the red to hold in.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't drift down.
Yep,
Yeah,
played that well.
That's it.
Now just has to roll this in. These pockets don't really take it at pace, but he doesn't want to let it roll off too much.
He knows how important this black is here. He's actually he got into trouble before. He got himself out of trouble, and he will take this opportunity now. He's got to take this opportunity now.
Yeah. Oh, he's just played a drag shot.
Yeah, I
just hit a little bit thick.
I'd have probably played a little bit harder than that. Just get like I was saying before. Get down and just knock it in. Where Mark's balls are, he's pretty much going to run the rack in one visit. So wherever you leave that white, Mark's got an opener in the centre. If Mark had a few more dead reds, yeah, inner over might be okay.
Yep. But now it's essentially just set up for Mark.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, Mark's still in a bit of trouble here. He still has to play a couple of good shots to win the frame, but he's capable of doing that.
Yep.
So
he does have a tricky red on the left-hand rail at the moment. He might be looking to play a snooker off this one to start out with.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, he's getting rid of his dead red now. And he's gone for a double, and he's knocked it in. Now he will run the rack. So there was a perfect example then of a safety. Number 1, safety. Number 2, getting his dead ball out. Number 3, still having a go at the out while playing safe. And then number 4, it going in, so he continues on with the frame.
Yep. If it hadn't have gone in, have it just sat over the rail, it would have been out, and
well, he wasn't
would have been snookered on the black.
That's right, and he's not even worried about where that red lands. He had a dip. The main goal there was where the white is. He got the white where he wanted to. The red is the bonus.
Yep.
He got the red now. Now he can continue on with the out.
Yep. And the other important thing is that his white was always going to be in pretty good position. So
yeah.
the last thing you want to do is leave yourself very, very awkwardly and get the pot.
Yeah.
So you've got a tricky continuation, but He's looking pretty good here.
So it's got Susie's message there. She's watching her man, which is Susie's now they're going to have a baby in about 5 weeks. So Mark will be a dad, yeah, in about 5 weeks. And hi Suze, if you're there.
Fantastic news.
Well, you're obviously there, listening to me.
Congratulations.
Well, not me, them.
Yeah, to them, of course. He does. He's looking playing one of these at the centre, but he can start with the top left-hand corner, top left-hand red of the 3 to the left-hand corner, or he can slip one past the black as well. But he does have to be careful with that. He doesn't want to can it into them and send them to the rails.
Yeah, I'm not sure if those reds do, cannon in the bottom left, but yeah, it's a very good shot there.
Played a very nice cannon.
So now he's given himself an option of 3 reds.
So this has gone from Glenn Ferris having a very good chance on the black
That's right.
to Robbo looking like he's going to clear up here.
That's right.
And you can see that Robbo does takes a little while when he's thinking out the shot, but then he maintains such good position that once it gets started, he's playing shot after shot. Has his nice set routine when he's feathering and everything, but just nice, cool, calm and collected. Thought out the run of the rack anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Other than snooker, he's pretty much the perfect pool player in how he goes about the frames, the way he plays and cues and thinks, and pretty good all-rounded pool player.
Yep. So Robbo goes up 3-2 against Glenn.
See you later. So 3-2 with Robbo to break.
Glenn will be disappointed with the last rack, not running that out. There's a one visit rack, which is one visit each, that is.
Well, at that level, you're pretty much hoping for one visit. You know, most of the top players actually just hope for one visit now. You know, if they get 2 or 3 chances in a frame, they're apt. But basically, any top line player now is just happy to get that one chance, and then they basically either pot out or pretty much
tie it up.
Tie it up, trying to turn the frame in their favour.
Yep.
So Glenn really needs to win this.
Yeah, and
keep himself
Robert's
in
had
it.
a dry break there, which is Glenn's going to be very pleased about.
Well, the out's still a little bit dodgy, so I don't. Mark might not be too phased here.
Yeah, I think Glenn's probably going to opt for the reds. All of the reds are on quite nicely. Oh, no, it looks like he's taking the yellow. So it's open table. Reds are tied up. Yellows aren't great as well now.
Well, there's a chance now that Mark might even play the red onto the yellow, if it does go, or he might even play the yellow off the cushion onto the yellow, and then bring the yellow up a little bit in a potable position.
In the bottom right-hand corner, yeah.
Yeah. But I think that I think the frame possibly is over here, depending on what happens here in this one shot. I think the frame could be over.
On this table with the tight pockets as well, there's a slightly tricky shot to the top right-hand corner along the
Yeah.
rail, and then you have to, of course, get position onto the yellow on the top rail into the left top corner.
Well, that's pretty much automatic, going from the one on the right to the one on the left.
He's played that very nicely
And
there.
He's
Except
actually been a little bit stiff there.
possibly
but
covered the left.
he's kept walking, hasn't made any facial gestures, so I'm tipping the yellows are still on. Yeah, both those yellows are still on, so he's played a good shot there. And you can see he's tried to get on that straight away.
So this is the tricky part with this one, because it is quite a difficult pot.
The thing is, though, this isn't really a frame-losing shot if he does take it. If it
You'd
sits
expect
over
him
the
to cover the
pocket,
pocket,
yeah,
yeah.
if he sits over the pocket, there's a good chance he'll get back to the table here. And if it goes in, there's a good chance he'll win the frame. So it's sort of a win-win.
He's
Very
played
good
that
shot.
nicely. And he's still got quite nice position on the one at the top left.
So that shot there, those last two shots are pretty much frame balls now. So should be just routine here now.
He's just weighing up his options here of which way to go, really. Be playing the one to the right-hand corner first, whether he comes around the bottom of the low red, plays the yellow into the centre.
Well, yeah, I'd say he'd be playing this with a touch of left-hand side, coming back up the table. So he wants to play the one in the centre to the left-hand side of the table.
Yep.
Exactly like that. So now
Check
it's
that
just
up
sort of,
nicely.
yeah, roll in. Unless he might be able to hold on the black here. Unless he can just stun this in, which is ideal.
Yep.
Yep,
He's in
perfect.
perfect position there, so just stun back. Black into the same pocket as who just played that last yellow.
So it does go back to that little out that Glenn missed last frame. It would be 3-all now.
Yeah.
That's why you got to take against these players. You got to take the opportunities. If you don't take your opportunities, you will find yourself down by quite a fair way very quickly.
Yep, and running a rack as well obviously puts the pressure on your opponent
right.
for the next frame they're at the table. Whereas if you miss that out and they have the chance to clear up, then it gives them a bit of extra confidence. So
Yeah, that was a perfect frame there for Mark just to run that rack.
and again, it probably came off a little bit of a careless shot from Glenn Ferris on that one.
Yeah, I think he was
didn't
sort of
quite
in
take
two
his
minds
time.
there, in a way. Yeah, to pot his yellow and come across. I'm still talking about obviously the last frame, but
Yep.
he's not out of it yet.
It's another good break, but his white's down tight in the corner.
Yep, and we're looking at yellows here now. So pretty much want pot the yellow down the bottom right, sort of drift up the table towards the top yellow, and then work his way back down. The yellow near the red, just above this yellow that he's playing now. He might even play next. He's gone a little bit far for that. That's where that first shot there probably needed a little bit more care. He either needed to play that one a little bit harder or a little bit softer.
Yep.
And he sort of landed in between, probably somewhere where he didn't really want to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky here because playing this is likely to cannon into that red. He's
Okay.
asking my commentary partner actually to check this out in case it's a red first contact. He's not in a great position there, but looks like it was a fair shot.
So recovery shot here needed.
Yep.
I feel after this one shot now, I think Glenn can get this and land alright. I think he'll win the frame.
Yeah, there's certainly a good chance if he can.
It's gone wide a little bit, I think.
He was concentrating on hitting that yellow that's now down the bottom
Yeah.
left-hand corner half ball to send it towards that pocket and
I
has
still-
taken his eye off the pot.
Yeah. And I still think that miss was due to that very first shot that he played. He didn't really know or sort of pinpoint exactly where he wanted to be on that first shot. So therefore just putting the first yellow and hoping to land on one of the other yellows. He was out of position on all of them.
Yeah, he's
So-
slightly out of shape from the start.
Yeah.
And again, that comes back to the snowball effect of running out of position.
That's right. And Mark can make it look easy when he's rolling balls in like this, but he's actually looking exactly where he wants the ball, the white ball, every shot. Walking around the table, looking at, okay, I need it right there. That's what most players actually miss out on. They just sort of try and land in areas, and then basically they're getting lucky.
Yep.
When they land in 7 or 6 good areas in a row, you know. So
Yeah, the key to Mark's game is obviously it's not getting the next pot, it's getting the pot after that. It's getting yourself in position on one shot so you can get yourself in position for the next shot. And connecting more than the two is really the trick. But he clearly thinks about it and makes sure he knows what he's committing to before he gets down on the shot.
I think Glenn probably should have a dip at the double here to give himself a chance at winning the frame. It's close.
Yeah, he's played that well. He's played it in or over pace as well. So Robbo's still got this red tight on the left-hand rail. Although he is looking at possibly cutting this red that he's lining up now onto the right-hand bottom corner and cannoning that red out on the rail. Be a big shot. It's a little bit risky because if you don't hit it clean, the red onto the plant clean, then you can lose it on the rail.
Well, I think he's due to land. Like he will land on a red, whether it's the top or the bottom. But it's getting this red off the rail is what's going to win him the frame here. And he's done something different, which I didn't even think of, which is
Tying up
a
the
lot
black.
better shot. Yeah. Any problem now is he's got 2 dead reds. So if I was, I don't know, maybe if I was Glenn here, maybe try and play one of those yellows off the cushion and knock the black towards your end of the table, if you can.
Yep.
So maybe play the yellow onto the other yellows down the bottom left-hand side of the table, and then
The 3-ball plant.
that, yeah, or something like that, yeah.
Yep.
Making sure the pocket's still covered though.
Yep.
And then the yellow to the right of the white, he can come off the cushion on the right hand side and knock into the black and push the black over towards them.
He's played something similar to that. He'll always screw back for this one to the centre.
Yeah. Well, here's a chance here to win this frame if he just got to get that black out again.
Yeah.
Well, Sam's just gone to the toilet, so I'm here by myself. So Mark just looking possibly to try and get these dead reds into play, only because of where the black is. If the black wasn't there, Mark possibly would be looking at a snooker option or a safety option, but the game is obviously one on the black, so he's got the frame sort of in his favour at the moment, so he really just wants to try and possibly get one or both of these reds out. Chance here for a double. Doesn't want to kill it. So another opportunity here for Glenn. And probably a good opportunity here to pot Glenn's yellows, to pot his balls, and actually try and put this black in or over a pocket somewhere. Could even play the black now.
Give away an
put
intentional
the
foul.
black over the yellows. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I don't mind Glenn giving. He got lucky there, but I don't mind Glenn giving Mark 2 shots and pushing the black down towards his yellow.
Yep.
Mark's still got a tricky out with 2 dodgy reds. And fair enough, if he gets them, he gets them. But if he doesn't, you're a massive favourite.
Yeah. And now Glenn kind of has to go out here.
Well, that's it. Like I was saying before, probably just try and knock these yellows in now and put this black in or over a pocket. You don't want to give Mark another chance here at the frame, because he'll get his other dead balls out.
Yeah. I think Glenn's a bit disappointed with that. I think he was hoping to cover that pocket.
No, he wasn't trying to cover the pocket. He was just saying that the table rolled left,
okay,
a
so
little bit
it
left, a
rolled
little bit
off to
right. It sort of went in a bit of an S shape. So I'll tell you what, if he can play the bottom of the yellows, come across to where he is now, he might be able to play the one in the centre and drift down towards the black.
Yep, that's what he's looking to do.
It's vital here that he gets this black in or over a pocket.
Yep. You need to put it right over the pocket. Obviously, in would be preferable, but
He might
just
even be able
looking to see
to
if it's
double the
touching.
black at the top half of the table, but if the black goes dead, then you're in trouble.
if you can get good position behind it,
Yeah,
then he can roll it over, puts pressure on Mark. He probably has to get at least one double.
Yeah,
He's underhit that quite
he's
a bit.
tried to come around, but
He's quite quick down on the shot and looks to be disappointed with that.
so whatever you do here, do not kill the black. You either want to just take the risk, put the black in the centre of the table, or even play the black now towards the middle right centre, if you can. Which, I'll tell you what, he can possibly do that. It's quite close. The reason for that is, if it does miss the centre pocket, it will come out again into open play, therefore putting pressure back on Mark.
Yep. And also make it a little bit tricky to get position on the red that's near the right-hand centre of Mark's.
See, if this black was just in the middle of the table, the frame is still up there, still up for grabs, but it puts a bit of pressure on Mark. But you've got to make sure, if this black goes dead, then
Mark has a chance to
that's
develop
right.
his
He can do whatever he
dead
wants.
balls.
He's tried to go towards the centre.
Just play that as just underhit it a bit.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
The reason being is it's still a hard black for Mark, and if Glenn does get a chance on this black again, he can double it. So it's not too bad.
Mark still has 2 tricky reds.
Well, he's gonna be looking at basically promoting one of these now, and even playing a safety.
Yeah, he could look at chipping this one on the left-hand side and going in behind the top red. Or he could
He might even try and run the dead red on the left-hand side of the table, sort of up the rail, and playing the white to the top right-hand corner.
Yep.
Or he might even try and double the yellow, double that red. But he's gonna play this up the rail. But the key here is to get the white on the right-hand side of the table.
yeah, so the black's not double, so you can't double the black.
He really wanted it over. He wanted it over more than that, so Glenn can't double the ball.
Yep.
So he's given. So this is where Glenn gets that chance now. If he doesn't double this, I would say he loses the frame. But if I was Glenn, I'd be happy with this shot. I'd basically be sort of screwing off the black and try and pot it in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah.
And it's on. I definitely do say it's on.
It's a tricky shot. It has to avoid the double kiss, but yeah, as you say, playing with the screw,
Yeah.
it should get it out of the way. I saw him nail a couple of these earlier today.
He definitely can do it. Definitely can do it.
The tricky thing in this situation is that he's got to add a little bit of pressure, being on 2-4. Robbo's on the hill. He knows that if he doesn't make a good shot here, then it could be the end of the match for him. But he's taking his time.
Yep. Double.
And
Looks
he's
good.
nailed it. Straight in.
And that
Fantastic
was
shot.
always a chance. Really wanted to get that white to the right-hand side of the table there. So
That's a fantastic shot by
But
Ferris there. It's come
once
back.
again, it all comes back to Glenn not killing that black.
Yep.
He did sort of kill it, but he left itself. He left the black somewhere where it can be potted, exactly like that. So
Far enough off the rail that you
Yeah.
could double it, but also just far enough off the rail that it put that pressure on Mark to make him try and play that safety. Yeah.
yeah, well, obviously, if he tried to smash the black and it went dead, completely dead somewhere, then Mark could have done whatever he wanted, even miss or whatever. And Glenn's got no shot. But Glenn, I think he did try to go for the centre pocket. He did land quite short, but it was still in a dodgy position. Mark potted the black out of turn there.
Oh, that's Black's gone straight in, so that's a re-rack. Same person to break again. There's no penalty for that. It's not pub full. It's not a coin-op table.
Once again, thanks to Dan for giving us the opportunity to watch these frames on Kickball TV, and again Wani for running this comp, being here all day,
Yep.
especially not playing, just being here and putting up with everyone else's crap. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Mark's gone for 2 in a row.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
One more time, he takes the trophy.
He was happy with the spread on that. Unfortunately, the black went off the table as well. Mark was wishing this was a little bit more like 9-ball and he got the frame for it.
That's right. Now watch him smash the pack and nothing go in, and Glenn run the rate.
Yep. I don't think I've potted the black off the break a number of times myself, but never 2 in a row.
I've done it actually twice in a row, and the third
Yeah.
set over the pocket. Mark actually has done it 3 times in a row. He did it at the pool room.
Yeah.
I think against Mick
Oh,
Delahunty.
Dead still. And, as you said, nothing down.
That's crazy. Now, everyone else is actually having a bit of a joke and laugh, and Glenn's got his game face on. He knows
Yep.
now if he can make this 4-all, then there's probably more pressure going in the last frame on Mark than it is Glenn.
Yep. Glenn's will have been, if he can get this, he'll be on a 2-frame run. He's come back, so he'll have the momentum with him.
Yeah.
Rob will be feeling more pressure there.
He actually hasn't got quite an easy starter as well, so
Yeah. It's a pretty big spread, and there's nothing really too much to worry about if he can get started. It looks like he's looking at this thin cut on the yellow to the left-hand corner. Yep. But it will probably... there's a chance he'll call out into the one just above it. Okay, he's changed his mind.
and just remember, like, obviously, if you haven't really got a pot on here and you try and make it dodgy out, sometimes it might be better here to even just lay up. Play a good safety shot. Make your opponent have to play a big opening shot to get into the frame, and then hopefully that they stuff it up halfway through. But
Yep.
this
Yeah.
out isn't easy whether you go reds or yellows. So
He's cut that nicely.
and now, seriously, after that first shot, I really think he's behind in the frame.
Yeah,
So maybe
he's
even
already going to be struggling.
just
yeah.
biting the bullet and playing a good safety there, and just putting just sneaking off the ball and putting the wide on the bottom rail, and
Yeah.
saying, you know what, you have a dip.
Yep. He wasn't in a good position.
No,
but that was,
he wasn't
that was
even-
by
that's right.
chance. Whereas if you have the opportunity to play that safety yourself, then you can put your opponent in a much worse position. So they've got an even trickier start.
I mean, the out is still there, but it's quite hard. Sure, exactly what they're laughing at.
But this final's being played in good spirits, which is nice
Yeah.
to see. The other thing to remember is this is the Hui Lee Memorial Able tournament.
That's right.
Hui was a fantastic friend of mine as well. A
Yeah.
fantastic player as well.
Touched the
Very
hearts of a lot
keen.
of people.
Absolutely.
Very good person.
Yeah, everyone basically he talked to became his friend. Very influential as well in the pool circuit. He's very involved. Very passionate about the game.
And that's what we're all down here for today, is
Yep.
for him.
There's no referees for even for the final, but everyone's just sort of going on the honour system, which is
Yeah, all played in very good spirit, and
Yep.
that's what the game should. That's how the game should be played pretty much
Yep.
all the time.
it's been a very fun day. Everyone's been sort of happy and fun. It's fantastic to have Knock along here as well, Hui's brother.
Yeah. So I just want to screw back a little bit off this ball to leave yourself sort of a straight double.
Yeah.
So you can see Glenn going around there and having a bit of a look.
Yeah, he'll know from playing this whole day out that these pockets are tight, and he has to hit this just right onto rail first, and then the red. He almost has to hit it into the knuckle first.
Yeah. Looking at the red now, it's quite a big pocket there.
There's
so
enough of a gap
yeah.
there, but yeah, if you miss hit these slightly, they can draw out on this table.
It's all about getting position on the next yellow here. He really needs to come back a few inches, which he's done.
Well, he might be a little bit straight on that. He doesn't
like it.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's come back enough. He's worried about the double kiss on this double.
So he's pretty much at the point of no return now. Either have a crack at this, play this with like bottom right to try and check it up a bit off the rail, really hard,
Yep.
and then hopefully land on the black.
Yeah.
What would Butters do from here? Probably massé around the three reds off the cushion, knock the
Somehow counter the
yellow in
black.
Greek style to the
Yep.
bottom.
Yeah.
So he sort of got down with a bit of frustration there, but
He hasn't hit that hard enough for my liking for that. It was a bit too straight. You need to give it a bit more pace to straighten it up off the rail.
that's it. And the other only bad thing in Glenn's on Glenn's side here is basically the yellow's gone dead.
Yep.
If the yellow was sort of in the middle of the table, then there's
Mark
still a
will
bit
have
of
to be
work.
careful.
There's still a bit of work to do here, but
Yep.
Mark can actually have a bit of a dip here, sort of worry-free.
Yep. And he might even be looking to just cover this pocket here. Well, pot it
He
if
won't-
it goes in.
He's not really going to be trying to cover anything here. You don't. At this stage of the frame, he really wants that to go in.
Yeah, I meant in or over.
Yeah.
So roll it in, knowing that here Glenn's got nothing. He doesn't even have a long double
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Obviously,
s-
Mark would have preferred that to drop.
That's right. Yeah.
And look at going out 5-3.
Because basically, no matter what you do here, even if you miss four reds into it, he still hasn't got a shot. Fair enough, he can double it somewhere, but
Yep.
you know, he really didn't want that to sit over the pocket.
Yep. He's looking at if there's an angle to go two rails, the balk rail, the side right rail, and then pass the black into the bottom left-hand corner. That'd be a very big shot. I'm not sure if the angle's there to just pass the black. I think it probably is.
I'd probably come up where he's looking at now. I'd probably hit the white into the right-hand side of the rail and try and knock the yellow over the top left-hand pocket.
Yep, if you can cover that pocket, you've covered
Well,
at least one red,
Ba-
possibly two.
basically try and put this yellow over the top left-hand side of the table.
$10 on goal.
Yep.
Put 10 bucks
It
on
does
goal.
look like he's going for that bottom left-hand
No,
corner
I
there.
don't know whether he's even looked at it.
Yeah.
But whatever he's trying to do here is quite hard.
Yeah.
He's overdone it, but the shot that he was playing was on,
Yep.
and now he's got the yellow out in the middle of the table. But all the reds there are for Mark.
Yep.
So
Mark's only slightly, it's not even a trouble red, but it's only slightly tricky red is the one on the right hand side, but even if he misses that, then the black's in the perfect position to cover the yellow from there.
yeah.
So he shouldn't be too worried from this position, I wouldn't think.
And Susie, if you're still watching, have you made anything for dinner? So I don't have to get Hungry Jacks on the way home. Feel free to message me.
I think Robbo's socks might be slipping off there. He's
Yeah,
played the
he
last
takes his
couple
shoes off because he reckons the shoes that he has on that are in the middle left of the screen there makes his feet sweat.
Well, he's been doing all right without them so far, so... You can see he's still just planning this out, working out exactly which way he's going to go. But I'd say he's just going to drop this one to the centre, run the one down the right-hand rail. And what it looked like he was lining up there was the red into the third red in the middle, up into the top left-hand corner. So these next two shots pretty much have no risk because
That's right.
The black's going to be covering the yellow.
So you can see the way he's looking at it here. He wants to pop this red down the rail and possibly either run through and land where he is now on the bottom red, or if he doesn't come far enough, he can play the top red on the top left and then
Yep.
come down for the bottom red.
Yep.
I'd ideally be playing this and coming forward about half a foot. And you can roll in your last two reds, yeah. And that's the shot.
Yep, he's played that nicely. So he's just checking out his position to roll this red into the centre and have a natural position on the black into the corner.
And Susie just told me Hungry Jacks it is, so thanks for that. And a big shout out to Hayley Pike out there. Her birthday today, which we missed because we're here. But she had a good birthday party. I think she turned 5. God, I should get that right.
Yeah, you should.
5 and had a frozen party.
So
Which
this
would have been awesome.
black ball here for the match.
And
played that very well.
5-3 and another tournament win to Robbo.
So that's Robert beating Glenn Ferris 5-3. Be pleased with that. He's played well throughout the day.
And Glenn, I think Glenn's just asking Mark to go outside there and want to finish it off.
Rematch.
Yeah.
And that's one there you can see in the camera, who's
right.
organised pretty much all of this today.
Pretty much, trophies and all.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks again, guys. And presentation's up next.
Thank you, Dad.
I'll have to watch it back to find out.
I had some chances to Snooki, but
To be fair, it was pretty good, wasn't it? As you say, you know, one versus this. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't many mistakes. Definitely not. Yeah. That black guy had to go ahead for first time.
yeah.
And I walked over there and I said, that's a turn. And I don't know, I'm not confident, but you get a chance to go ahead against you. And I mean, I thought you were not pressing himself. And I've said the whole time.
Fair one, it's yours.
By no means, I thought everybody didn't make that. Yeah, we're good. And that's why I tried to
Go now.
That you're out.
Well run, Tom. Good work, Ronnie.
All right, I'm just going to do a bit of a presentation. I would like to thank everyone that came and supported the tournament this year in honour of our missed friend, Wee. It means a lot to myself as well as all his friends and family. I'd also like to thank Chris and Arthur and all the staff at Eddie's for letting us host the tournament again here this year. Big thanks to Steve Tran and Steve Brosnahan for their helping me get this ready.
Good work, guys. Good, Stevie.
And also Megan Forbes for helping me sell some raffle tickets today.
Thanks, Megan.
We managed to raise $470 that will be donated to the Heart Foundation in Wee's name. That's awesome. Also, a huge thank you to Dan Lynch and Cuball TV for the streaming of the matches. It doesn't go unnoticed, and you've done so well to promote our sport, and without you, it's never gonna be seen by everybody else. So it's awesome.
Here, good work,
And without further ado, I'll just present the trophy and $250 cash to this year's runner-up, Glenn Ferret.
Second place is shit.
I want to say something. You mind?
You say something, yeah?
I know one day we'll get that.
I don't actually like speaking in public, but anyway. Robbo, all good. I should have given you a better game, but still all good. I'm glad I got to put you in a final, which I may not get a chance to do again. Danny, I agree with Wani. Without you, Pull doesn't get promoted. You do it for buttons. You probably should get paid more. Fair play to you.
Well done. Here.
Robbo's probably going to repeat what I'm saying, but I didn't get to know Wee that well. But the time I did get to know him, he looked after me. He really did. So, here's the week.
Well done, Greg.
Thanks, Glenn. And this year's 2014 Wheelie Memorial Tournament winner, Mark Robertson.
Go on, here, Robbo.
Cheers everyone for coming down and playing. It's good that we got a draw of 64 up and going. It shows that he's gone but not forgotten. Good tournament, good bunch of guys play everyone. Well run tournament, and definitely see me next year. Thank you.
Get the fuck out of here.